Well, it is important to note the president continues to make similar remarks at rallies to this day. Meantime, in today's remarks, the president sent condolences to the people of Mexico over citizens of Mexico who were killed in El Paso. He called the killings a terrible, terrible thing. The president also called for new efforts to detect and identify mass shooting suspects before they attack, and he asked that hate crimes and mass murderers be punished with the death penalty. You are looking at video of the three most recent mass shootings in our country. On the left, video of the Gilroy Garlic Festival shooting that took 3 lives last weekend in California. In the middle, video from El Paso, where police say another mass shooting victim has died at the hospital, raising the death toll at midday to 21. And on your right, video from Dayton, where at least 9 people lost their lives early Sunday. And in Dayton, Ohio this morning, the mayor, police chief, and other city officials provided an update on the investigation into that city's mass shooting. The police chief says it's too early to determine a motive for the gunman who killed 9 people and wounded 14 others. Several other people were injured in the chaos, and the chief says based on evidence found so far, in addition to the shots he fired, the gunman had more destructive firepower in the ammunition magazines he was carrying.
But if all of those were completely at full capacity, including the loose rounds found on the ground near him, as well as in a backpack that he carried, he would have had a maximum of 250 rounds in his possession at the time. We can confirm at least 41 spent shell casings from his weapon based on their location and his path of travel. That's at least 41.
The suspect used this .223 caliber high-capacity rifle with 100-round drum magazines. The weapon was ordered online from Texas, transferred to the suspect at a local firearms dealer near Dayton. Now let's get out live to Larry Sproul, who has a look at how the community is coping during this devastation. He is live in Dayton. Larry?
Good afternoon, Jason. I got to tell you that it is a very sad situation out here. People are just sad. People are just unexplainable. It's trying to figure out what happened. Take a look behind me. You can see a memorial has been growing ever since last night. People are dropping off flowers, candles, and balloons out here in memory of the 9 victims. Now, what seems just unreal is that almost more than 24 hours ago, 9 people lost their lives right here in front of this club. It's something people here tell me that they will never forget. Flowers, candles, and media from all over the country marked the spot Tuesday morning where 9 people died. Police say 24-year-old Connor Betts fired multiple shots outside Ned Pepper's bar Sunday morning. 9 dead, including his own sister. About 27 people injured. Anthony Reynolds recalls the very moments he walked outside Ned Pepper's bar.
I probably get about 10 feet away from the line. At the back of the line, there's about 60 people trying to get in the club. Then I hear a first gunshot, and then when I hear the gunshot, I'm not realizing it's a gunshot because these buildings so close around me, it just sound like an echo. Then we realize like somebody's shooting.
Reynolds tells me that one shot quickly turned into multiple shots.
As soon as after that, it just went rapid fire. You heard like, blah, blah, boom, 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 like, and I'm like, so we just start running.
But he did not see his cousin behind him, so he turned around.
I've never seen a massacre like in bodies just everywhere.
Among the victims, the family of Damon Davenport.
105, I was leaving this bar, which is Ned Pepper's right across the street.
Harp-shaped wreaths now sit outside the bar with the victims' names on it. And so he tells me that one of his good friends, his wife, was inside the bar at the time of the shooting. She made a phone call to her husband. I got to tell you, it's a very tough phone call to hear. I'm working on that part of the story, all new tonight at 5. We're live in Dayton, Ohio this afternoon. Larry Sproul, Local 4.
I would assume that that district is not back open for business. What is the, or is it? I mean, are people going about their days amid the gloom and the devastation and the sadness and the heartbreak?
Well, Jason, as I mentioned, obviously there is a gloom, there is a sadness over this entire area. They did let the street back open, but most of the bars are still closed. As you can see behind me, the Peppers bar is still closed at this very moment. Now, we have been hearing that they plan on opening it back up soon, but as of right now, there's a sign on the door that simply says, "We are hurt, we are sad, and we are healing and mourning right now. Jason?
Larry Spolt reporting live from Dayton.